All right, welcome back to our Unit 2, Day 3 notes on characteristics of linear functions. We're going to move to number 3 here. So it says a cab company charges a $4 boarding rate in addition to its meter, which is $2 for every, sorry, that shouldn't say ever, it should say every mile. The equation is y equals 2x plus 4. So I've given you the equation. Okay, that means we need to actually graph this. So please remember, here the 4 is our y-intercept. So we're going to put our dot there. And then this 2, that's our slope. So it's rise over run. So that means we're going to go up 2 over 1. Now, notice how our y-axis here increments by 2. So really that means we're going to go up 1 block. That's really 2. And our x's increment by 1. So over 1 block is actually just 1. So our next dot will be here, and we're just going to continue that pattern up 2 over 1. Okay, and now what's interesting is we're going to connect these dots, and at this end over here, we're going to put an arrow because this could keep going. But on this left side over here, this is just going to stay a dot because our x's here are representing the miles. Okay? And our y's are representing the total cost. Okay? We can't have less than 0 miles. Okay? When you get in the cab is when your miles start, and that starts at 0. So we can't have anything smaller than that. That's why there's a point. But we can have more than this 8 miles, which would be here, where that arrow is drawn. So that's why we've got a point on the left, but an arrow on the right. So we want to label our x and y intercepts. So our x-intercept, remember we're looking where we cross the x-axis, and there is nothing. So this is none. Then we're looking at our y-axis, and we see this is the point on our y-axis. So we need that ordered pair, 0, 4. Okay. Remember for our max and min, these are y's. Okay. Now, our max, we look at the highest. We see that this thing is going to keep going up forever. Now when I say up forever, this thing is going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. That means it will never reach the top. So there is no max. So we're going to write none. Okay? If you remember in the definition for max and min, I said if there's an arrow, there is none. But our min, on the other hand, is the lowest y value, which is this one. And that is actually a y value that we know is the y value of 4. Okay? Now, the slope of this function, is this slope positive or is it negative? As we read it from left to right, it is going up as time passes, so it is a positive slope. That means it is not decreasing, so the interval of decrease is none. But this whole thing is increasing, so we need the x's where it's increasing. So it increases from this x, which is 4, if you want to write out, which is 0, which if you want to write these ordered pairs or what's going on here, it really helps. So we see that the x here is 0, and then up here at the top, it's going up forever, and it's also going to the right forever. So as we move on the x's, it's going towards positive infinity, and it's going towards positive infinity on the y's. So the x that we're going to on this side is forever, which is infinity. So we are going to state that the interval of increase is going to be from 0 and then forever to the right, meaning it's not going to stop. Now, can we really go an infinite number of miles? No, but this problem doesn't give me a stopping point. Okay? Now, another sample that you might see is this. I want you to take a second, label the domain and the range and the x-intercept and the y-intercept, okay, and try to label them max and the min, and then we'll come back and talk about them. All right, so our domain and range on this are both negative infinity to positive infinity because of the arrows on the far left and the far right. So the arrow on the far left is going 2 directions. It's going left and down forever. So it's going left towards negative numbers and down towards negative numbers. On the right hand side, it's going up forever and to the right forever. So you'll see I put an up arrow towards forever infinity. okay, and then to the right forever, so towards positive infinity there. Okay, so our smallest to our biggest is negative infinity to positive infinity on both of those. X-intercepts, you have 3 of them, negative 6, 0, 1, 0, and 4, 0. One y-intercept at 0, 2, so that you'll see that in the blue. And then our max and our min on both of these are none, and that is because there are arrows. If it goes up forever, you will never reach the top, so there is no max. If it goes down forever, there is no min. Okay. Now, let's talk about the interval of increase and decrease, because there's a couple of things you need to make sure you understand about this. This function has more than one piece that's increasing. This piece here is increasing, and this piece here is increasing. So, just to make sure you guys see what that looks like. It's increasing, remember these are the x's where it's increasing. So, the x here is a negative infinity. The x value here, you can either come down here and look at this x value, or if you write this ordered pair, you would have that x value written there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you can see that it goes from negative infinity to negative 2. This piece is increasing. But then we also have another piece. So we put a u to say that there's another piece. And the other piece that's increasing is from this point here, which has an x value of 2, to this piece here, which has an x value of infinity. Okay. Then the other part is the decreasing. So this piece here is the decreasing. Again, we're doing the x values. So the x value here is negative 2, and then the x value here is that positive 2. So this is from negative 2 to positive 2. Okay? So again, with increasing and decreasing intervals, please make sure you are using the x values. Using the x values always. You need to make that something in your memory that you do not forget. It's the x values. Okay? If you've got questions, please make sure you get with your teacher. Have a great day.